Okay, guys, I know it's been a little while, but we're in the garden today. So I thought we'd poke around in the beds a little bit and take down some of these trellises and pull out some of these plants, the dead plants that are going. The flowers are finally dying out, so we're going to get rid of those. And it is trash day. Um, So we'll be moving some of this out into the trash bin. I do apologize for the if I sound stuffy. It's allergy season, and I've been having a pretty tough time with my allergies, and I do take some medication for it. So hopefully we'll make it through this without coughing too much and whatnot. So I figure we clean these out a little bit. I want to get rid of these little plastic containers, put them in the rubbish. It's about time. That's due. And I thought maybe what I'd like to do is, God, allergies suck. I want to dig down in these pots just to see if I can find like the potatoes that were in there, and see if anything actually started growing. There's still like one or two tomatoes hanging on there, but we're gonna call this it for now. The sorry, the sweet potatoes are still vining, still got leaves, but it definitely looks like there's some kind of blight or something on the leaves because of the way they look. So I'm not sure there's much I can do for those. Somebody was digging in the radish bin here, so they dug around in there. I don't know what did it, but yeah, I'm not sure that those are going to make it, but we'll see. But I thought, yeah, we'd dig down in at least one of these potato pots and see if anything even came about. I don't think it did. Like I said, sorry guys. Like I said, I don't think those potatoes were right. The starters weren't right. It just didn't seem right to me. So I think that's part of the reason, or all of the reason, why they didn't really come up. I just don't think they. I don't think they good. I think they were bad seed. So let's get these out of the way. So now those are out of the way. Got that part done anyway. But I thought we'd dig down here and just take a look. See, I almost tipped it over. Can't quite see in there, can we? There we go. That's a little better. So I thought we'd just dig around here a little bit and see, even if I can find, if there's something, anything. I'm pretty sure I put three potatoes in each one of these pots. I'm pretty sure. But I don't even see the remnants of like even rotten potato or something. So I'm gonna guess, yeah, there's not even a root. There's absolutely nothing in there. But I definitely can see now that I'm digging around in here. This is definitely not. This is just 100% compost. So I think a lot of my problems were with the garden this year. There's just not enough soil in there. So I think for sure this year, yeah, there's nothing. There's not even a husk of a potato in there. So I think this next year, what we're gonna do is, yeah, there's absolutely nothing in there. I'd like to dig into these sweet potatoes and just see if there's anything in there. I mean, there are vines, but that doesn't mean that there's anything growing in there. But I don't want to wreck it either, because I don't think they're quite ready for harvest yet. But I mean, it can't really hurt to dig around a little bit, see if we can find anything. So all I'm seeing in here is roots. That's it, just roots. There's nothing. Yeah, there's not even one little potato in there. So, well, that sucks. I mean, those have been in there for quite a while, so I'm gonna say there's probably not gonna be any yams in there. So at least we know now. There's nothing in there. So I figure we'll come out here, we'll take these trellises down, we'll just kind of clean them off and get it. We're going to take all this and we're just going to put it off to the side, because it's pretty much will mulch. It'll mulch up whenever the landlord, roommate, friend mows the lawn or gets out here and mows the dirt, I should say. Yeah, we either have dirt or weeds, so we don't really have any grass here. It's funny. We always make jokes of that in light of that. But I do have, I don't know if there's a plant over here, and I don't know if that's a weed or what that is. So I think what I'm going to do is, since the marigolds are doing good, and you can see on the marigolds, I think, hard to tell if I can see or not, but there's even some kind of blight or fungus on those as well. So I'm pretty sure that was a major part of my, let me get this camera right, major part of my issue with the garden this year. I know for a fact it was because there was a couple plants that I saw early on that had blight, but I think the biggest part, we're just going to pull these up a little bit. Yeah, I waited long enough that it's not going to take up any of the dirt or compost, I should say. There's not enough roots left in there. So I'm going to leave all those leaves and things there. I'll let those do their thing, but we're going to clean these up and we'll get these ready for next year, I guess, and see what we can do next year. I mean, like if farming or gardening was that easy, everybody'd be doing it. There's always things you got to learn, things you got to find out as you go. So we're going to try. I'm going to try and get some soil to add to the composted material that's in there. I should have known better. I was just hoping that the material that they were selling as organic compost would be good enough to grow in directly, but I think and I do apologize again, all this coughing. I just think that the water kind of literally just went straight through. I don't think it even had a chance to do anything, like, hold any water in there, retain any of the nutrients that I was putting into the soil. I did a little dye around these, but hoping they would hold a little bit, and it did work. So I put 2 around there. I think I'm pretty much just going to take these things down and we'll be out of here for a little while because I can only come out for so long, and then my allergies just get me. So that's one wrapped up, and then what I'll do is I'll just take these 2 ties and we'll just tie these around here, and then I'll have these for next year. And I'm not sure what we're going to grow next year. I don't know. But I do feel like the soil that's in the pots or the compost or whatever you want to call it, I do feel like I'm going to have to like take half of the soil out of all these pots, and we'll have to mix the dirt in there, and I'll just keep the soil to the top. I'll let the compost to the bottom. That way it'll start breaking the compost down, and utilizing that, sorry guys, utilizing that for the for some of the fertilizer anyway. This out of the way. But I thought it'd be fun just to come out here, shoot this video, and dig that potato area up and just see if there was anything in there. I was pretty sure there wasn't. And again, I think a lot of that is because, you know, it just didn't have enough soil in there with the compost to make a difference. So if you don't have any soil holding the water in, compost is great, but I don't think it would break down as well. So I think there's that factor. And then because it is compost and it's not breaking down, it was allowing, I am so sorry guys, it was allowing all the nutrients, everything to flow right out of the right out of the buckets. So it wasn't even getting a chance to get the plants to get nutrients. And then, you know, if your plants aren't healthy and strong, well, in will come disease and whatnot. So I think that was the major part of this, was the plants weren't healthy enough to fight off any of the disease. So that's why we didn't have such a good yield this year. But knowing what I know now, hopefully next year we'll do a better job. That's my hope anyway. But good God, I just wanted to come out and do a little bit with you guys today. Like I said, my allergies are just raring this year. I swear I say it every year. Oh, this is the worst year. This is the worst year I've ever had. And I don't know. I guess could be. I think I've had some worse years though. I mean, I'm at least talking still. So that's a good thing. So yeah, so I thought I'd come out here, clean this up a little bit. Now my roommate, landlord, he has this thing. He likes to take the old vegetables, old fruits, and he throws them out in the back. And he's like, yeah, one day they're just going to grow. No, that's not how it works, pal. Can't get that through to him, but he's like, I just want to try. So I'm going to leave the tomatoes there and whatnot that's there. If he gets them, okay, great. If he doesn't get them, that's fine too. They'll just sit there, and then maybe, who knows, we'll get a rogue plant or two out of it, you know. There we go. I'll put a wrapped one of these ties around here. Yeah, I just put these little twisty ties that came with the thing on a couple of the corners of these so that they would stay together. Even when they were together, even when they were upright and put together, they didn't seem like they wanted to stay. So I just kept these. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just use them on there. So I was able to put the corners together and it stayed together. So that was perfect. And then we'll have these for next year. So, yeah, so I don't see anything else growing in here. The watermelon never came up. Just looking around here. And there is like a little white moldy stuff. There's some bugs in there and stuff. So, you know, I don't think the plants really had that great a chance because of some of the stuff growing in there. So we'll get rid of this thing here. That looks like that was one of the trees, the bushes coming up. Get rid of those. And then we'll pull these up because there's nothing really growing in there. I got a couple rotten tomatoes. That's all right. I'll throw that one out in the woods for them. But the tomatoes did really good this year. I mean, all things considered. But again, to me, tomatoes are kind of like a weed. Now, that's the first one I had a root ball on it. All the other ones didn't have a root ball. Well, that's good though. That means there was a decent root ball on that one growing in there. So, no potatoes. Potatoes didn't grow. I don't see any yams growing. Probably gonna have to do a little more research. I've never done yams or potatoes in my life, so probably have to do a little research on that and figure those out. But for right now, like I said, allergies are killing me. So just digging up those few pots and moving the few plants that I did, it's got me all stuffed up. I'm ready to go in. So I think what we'll do is, I'm sorry I didn't get a short out on Wednesday, by the way. I have a couple more things from Rock Garden. I was just going to put them up, and I was like, maybe they're getting tired of that stuff, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do a short tonight or tomorrow and put a couple more of them up. And the end of the month, guys, like I said, I am going on vacation / holiday / friends coming over from England kind of thing. So we are going to go to North Georgia. We're going to go to a place called Helen, Georgia. So I have a hotel booked up there. We're going to go up there for 5 days. 5 days. Yeah, Monday through Friday. We'll check out Saturday and come back. But so that'll be 27, 28. So that'll be like the 29th. So by then, all the leaves and stuff should be hopefully turning color. So hopefully we can get some good videos and some shorts. I'll try and make a video either Tuesday or Wednesday and then put it out late. And that will be, again, that's not going to be until like Halloween time. So I also thought while we're up there, I'm going to look into a couple things up there, and if it's available and if we can do it, there are some haunted tours up that way. So I thought maybe, that would be fun to do the haunted tour, and then I can post it up if it's allowed. I have to find out, but I can post that up either Halloween night or the next day, next morning, whatever. So we'll see what happens. And you can see I'm starting to lose my voice. So I think we're just going to call this video because it's really not productive, and all I've done is cough into the microphone here a little bit here and there. But I do apologize for that. But at least I wanted to get something out today and something done. Didn't get much done, but some is better than none. And I did get 2 of the trellises out, so that's a step towards progress. And the other stuff we'll get later. The radishes are still growing. Now, will they produce a radish on there? I don't know. The last time when I found the one out, that I pulled out rather, didn't really have a bulb on it or anything like that. It is back in there, but again, something was digging in there. So who knows? I may come out here and find nothing in the next few days. I definitely am going to look at possibly getting some electric fencing to go around this. I haven't found anything in the local Tractor Supply that will work. Everything that's in there, like the squirrels and the chipmunks, can all get through. So I need to find something that's smaller. So maybe something that does chickens or chicks. Smaller mesh. I'll have to look into something like Premier One or something like that and see if they have anything that I'd love to just fence this whole thing in and just put a border fence around. And then that way, if they touch it, they get zapped and they run off. So I don't want to hurt them, but at the same time, I need my garden. So, but guys, thanks for tuning in and thanks for subscribing. Make sure to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please just hit that subscribe button, help us out. I was hoping by the end of the year, we can get to 75. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys that do tune in and follow along and hit that like button. I do. That is really awesome of you. And please make sure you share it out, get it out to as many people as possible. Hopefully we'll get some followers out of that. But I hope everybody has a great week. Stay blessed, stay well, and we'll catch you in the next one.